afternoon, everybody. This is Mrs. Kudsi, your Davis principal, with another edition of your Kudsi Connection. I apologize. Last week we did not have a Kudsi Connection because of the short week for Memorial Day weekend, and I know it's been a very, very busy week with a lot going on in the world in addition to the pandemic, with a lot of just civil unrest that's happening around us. And so I wanted to just acknowledge some of what has been going on in the world around us and encourage you to reach out. And I know there are a lot of feelings around some of the images and the footage that we've seen around racism and around police brutality and the protests and riots. I know there's a lot of images and a lot of footage that has and a lot of conversations that are happening. But I encourage you, please. I know there are a lot of feelings that are that our Davis community is feeling right now, and I want to make sure that you know that if you need to talk to someone, we have our counselors. We also have, if you need to reach out and talk to anyone, you know that you have your teachers during office hours, as well as myself. Please feel free to reach out to email me if you wanted to talk about any of those, because I want to make sure that your voice is heard and that we're acknowledging a lot of the things that are going on in the world right now. And I want our youth to have a voice and to express some of the feelings that you may be experiencing in relation to some of the things that are happening in the world right now. So I wanted to also, there's a lot that's going on, a lot of updates that need to happen as far as closing the school year. Please note that this Friday is the last day of term 6. And so all of your teachers probably reached out to you and let you know that term 6 is coming to an end and that grades will be closing. And just a reminder that all grades will be a pass or no mark at the end of this grading period. So again, pass or no mark, and pass or no mark will have they won't reflect negatively on your grade point average if you get a pass or a no mark. I want to talk about some of the things that I put out on our parent square as well as our school loop email about Davis item pickup and drop off days. 7th graders tomorrow, students with the last names A through E. So on Tuesday, June 2nd, A through E, your pickup times are from 10 to 11, and then last names F through L, 11 to 12 o'clock. So on Tuesday, June 2nd, that's tomorrow. On Wednesday, June 3rd, it's last names M through P and last names M through P at 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and then last names Q through Z, 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And then the following week, we'll have 8th graders, Tuesday, June 9, 10 to 11, A to E, 11 to 12, F to L, and then on Wednesday, June 10, last names M through P and last names M through P are 10 to 11, and Q through Z are 11 to 12. I put out notices about that. Everybody needs to make sure that they are, if you have things to pick up in your PE locker room, we need to make sure that you keep a safe distance. We'll have teachers and staff out there monitoring the back. It's the staff parking lot, so if you drive up there, please make sure parents, you can stay in the car. If there's a crowd of people, if there are 10 or more people at the gate to cross the blacktop, then I ask if you just wait in the car until we can make sure that we keep a safe distance, because it should take a student no longer than 15 minutes to be able to go through the parking lot, go through the blacktop, into the PE locker room, back around, and back into the parking lot. At the curb, when you come in, we'll make sure that you drop off any of your textbooks or novels that you might have checked out from the library or from your language arts teachers. We'll have labeled baskets or carts for you guys to put the stuff in. 7th graders, if you have Chromebooks, we are not collecting them at this time unless you are leaving our district. So you can hold on to your Chromebooks. 8th graders, we'll have you drop off your Chromebooks if you've borrowed them, unless you have a sibling that is staying in our district and that Chromebook is going to that sibling. So again, we will be collecting Chromebooks from 8th graders. At the end, when we're exiting for 8th graders, when you're exiting after you've picked up your items, you'll have a chance to pick up your diploma and make sure that you have your fines paid off and you're not owe anything. Again, you'll make sure that you will have, you can return any of your books that you might have checked out. We'll make sure that we'll give you your diploma on your way out, and again, you need to have make sure that you have a mask on when you come on campus, and if you are feeling sick at all, please do not come on campus. Okay, it needs to be a quick thing. We want to make sure everybody gets on campus safely and then exits campus safely. Unfortunately, we can't spend time hanging out or saying hello or lingering on campus. We want all staff and students to be safe, to get what you need, and then be able to exit safely. Yearbooks is another question I've been getting a lot of questions about. Yearbooks, our publisher had a delay in getting the yearbooks due to COVID-19, so there are no yearbooks. There will not be yearbooks available at the pickup tomorrow, Wednesday, or the next week. They actually gave us a delivery date of possibly June 24. So at that time, we will contact those parents or students who've ordered yearbooks, and we'll be in communication about another time that you can come and pick the yearbooks up. But they will not be available for you tomorrow or this week or next week. Finally, 8th graders, just a reminder, again, there was a question on my Kudsi Konnection about promotion. So again, you'll get your diploma. We'll just hand them out give them to you as you're leaving, according to your last name on next Tuesday or Wednesday. But also, if you are on Friday, we will post a link on School Loop as well as on Parent Square as an email. Try to get it as many places as possible so that you can watch your virtual ceremony. So it's going to be a virtual ceremony. You'll be able to watch it on video. You'll be able to share the link with other people who would typically come to your graduation, but we are not having an in-person ceremony. It will only be virtual through video, but we're looking forward to honoring you in that way and making it as special as possible. So let me make sure. I think that I've covered everything that I needed to for this week. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me on School Loop or on Parent Square. And if we just can all take a moment to take care and show kindness to one another, I think that I'm very hopeful and about our students and our leaders of the future. So take care, and we'll see you next time.